Hello and welcome to the Women in Food and Agriculture Digital Festival. I'm Jamie Chadwick, and I'm honored to once again be your host for this year's event. On behalf of AgriBriefing, I want to thank each and every one of you for joining us, and of course to our incredible sponsors for making it all happen. It's hard to believe 1 year ago we were all gathered in Amsterdam for the inaugural WFA event. It was a simpler time, back when we could actually go places and physically be together. For those of you who attended the first WFA conference last year, I know I don't have to tell you how singularly amazing the experience was for all of us. The energy in the room was electric, empowering, and the connections and the lessons we took away are the kind that last a lifetime. We are now, of course, going digital in 2020, much like everything else in our lives. 2020 has been tough. The challenges we've all faced this past year, both personally and professionally, were extraordinary. Trade tensions, wildfires, a global pandemic and the resulting economic shutdown, stay-at-home orders, toilet paper shortages. We've been through a lot, and we're still not out of the woods. But hardships often lead to opportunities, which can reveal beauty in the brokenness. Despite the chaos and the adversity, there were some incredible positives that came out of this year. We adapted, we innovated, we became acutely aware of our weaknesses, we became aware of our strengths. We got to know ourselves better, and we improved. We spent more time outside. We spent more time with our kids, our spouses. Some people might put that one in the negative column, but hey. We got back to basics. Wholesomeness became trendy again. Drive-in movie theaters made a comeback. Acts of kindness were widespread, whether it was free concerts streamed online by musicians, free cooking classes from renowned chefs, or viral videos that kept us entertained and put a smile on our face as we battled boredom. Restaurants shared popular recipes so we could make our favorites at home. Menus were recreated and adapted for take-home. Car manufacturers shifted production to make ventilators and other needed medical devices. And the real winner? Distilleries. Yes, distilleries produced not just alcohol, which was also very much appreciated, but they also converted resources to produce much-needed hand sanitizer to fill widespread shortages. We saw companies both large and small providing services and benefits to the masses. And we ourselves learned new skills. We got better at tech. It's amazing how techy we all become when we don't have our IT departments available in our homes. We got insanely creative, whether it's hosting an event virtually or celebrating a birthday of a loved one from a distance. The times demanded creativity and adaptability, and no industry has demonstrated those two qualities better than the food and agriculture industry. Our industry is essential. We feed the world. No matter what is happening around us, we have the monumental task of securing the food supply at all times, even in the midst of global chaos. 2020 has tested us. It has tested our resolve. It has tested our businesses. It has forced us to look at things critically and fix what doesn't work. And it has prepared us for future challenges. But it has also shown us, once again, that in order to solve the challenges ahead and at present, we need diverse thinkers and leadership. And that's why we're here. Our WFA community is growing. Our collective voice is growing. And we know that behind every successful woman is a tribe of other successful women who have her back. This is our tribe. It's not only our job to ask the hard questions, but also to be the answers. Because for all the things that set us apart, we've realized in 2020 how much truly ties us together. Now, we want you to get the most out of this event, so let's show you how to get around the digital festival platform and what we've got coming up for you over the next 2 days.
The Women in Food and Agriculture Digital Festival runs on a website called Swapcart. You can access it via desktop or an app. Just log in with the email address you booked your ticket with. Whenever you move around the website, the video you're watching will follow you. So you can keep watching this live stream while exploring the site and connecting with other people. Our agenda is divided into 3 sections. You've already found the Live Sessions tab. We're broadcasting today and tomorrow, and you can join in live with your comment, ask questions of our speakers, and take part in our polls. Just type in the chat boxes on the right-hand side of your screen. After today's live stream, you can take part in live interactive roundtables, led by guest speakers and powered by you. This is your chance to spend some time with other attendees, share your opinions, and hear other people's views of the world. Each roundtable host will set the scene before splitting the room into small breakouts of around 6 to 8 people, so you can spend some quality time talking and listening to other attendees. The roundtables run on Zoom, so make sure you have Zoom installed and ready to go. Pick your roundtable now and join the discussion. And finally, the on-demand sessions. These are pre-recorded presentations, interviews and discussions from guest speakers from all over the world that you can watch at any time over the next 30 days. You'll also find our live sessions in the on-demand section after the broadcast. And there are more ways for you to interact with your fellow attendees. You can join a group discussion, a chat forum where you can comment and discuss the key themes tackled this week, and the Meet Attendees tab, where you can search and connect with other attendees in a much easier way than trying to read someone's badge whilst drinking coffee. It's all based on keywords in their profile, so make sure you update your profile with the words that best describe you and start making new connections. And do take a moment to check out our amazing partners whose support has made the WFA Digital Festival possible. You can read interviews with some of the inspiring women who work there and find out about the technologies they are pioneering to solve the big issues in food and ag. And you can join us all in the Zoom Icebreaker networking session at 5 p.m. GMT, 12 p.m. Eastern, which is going to allow you to meet members of the global WFA community while completing different challenges in constantly rotating small groups. Now, let's take a look at some of what's available on demand.
I would argue addressing food security today and building back food systems that are able to meet the challenge of feeding 10 billion people without encroaching on land and reducing carbon footprint is going to be at the heart of the development agenda going forward.
So agriculture, we believe, is not the problem, it's actually the solution. If we have joined up thinking, we can really change what is happening.
Who's going to be brave enough to really open the doors and let the end consumer be part of the journey?
75% of women who completed the survey said that our industry's lack of mentors was a significant barrier to progression.
Anna, over to you. Can you give us your statement on why we can offer a great career for young people?
Well, I mean, isn't Lindsay just inspirational? I'm just sitting here going, yes!
And yet, I would argue that there's probably never been a better time to push for change. With vision and a strategy, now might be the time to get back on the front foot.
Technology is playing a significant role, and it's playing a significant role in particular when it comes to data and data analytics helping us to make better decisions.
Gender diversity, there's loads of data on that as to how companies that have a diverse board and a diverse workforce do better financially. It just makes sense.
So, now that you know how to use our website and had a taste of what's on demand, let's see what we've got coming up today. At 2:10 p.m. GMT and 9:10 Eastern, we have Barbara Bray's live presentation on how the food and agriculture industry can step up to feed the world, followed by a live Q&A. Barbara is a fantastic speaker and you will not want to miss it. Then at 3 p.m. GMT and 10 a.m. Eastern, we have our panel on potential disruptors to food and ag and how to embrace them. This panel was pre-recorded, but we will have our speakers available to answer your questions live throughout the session. In this panel, representatives from Bayer, Walmart, and Trout Nutrition will be offering their thoughts on key things that could disrupt food and ag value chains and how we might address them. Then at 4 p.m. GMT, 11 a.m. Eastern, we'll kick off the roundtables. Our roundtables will allow attendees to share ideas and network by discussing some of the biggest issues our industry faces, so make sure you sign up for those now if you haven't already. And at 5 p.m. GMT, 12 o'clock Eastern, we'll have our Icebreaker networking session. In rotating small groups, you're going to tackle different challenges over the course of an hour. This will be a great end to our live sessions today and a perfect opportunity to meet as many other members of the WFA community as possible. We have got an amazing 2 days ahead of us here at the WFA Festival. Remember to share your experiences and thoughts on social media throughout the event using the hashtag WFA20 to spread the word of all the great things we are working on. We are a tight-knit community here, and we want the event to be as interactive as possible. So to get you started, we'd love for you to tell us in the chat box where you are in the world. You might find you have a fellow community member down the road, so do tell us where you are tuning in from. And if you see someone you'd like to network with, you can message them in the Meet Attendees section.